Morning, students. Today is Thursday, and we are last time we are discussing about the components of food, and last previous one we already discussed about some nutrients like fats, vitamins, carbohydrates, proteins, minerals, salts, roughage, it means fiber, and water. So now today we are discussing about the balanced diet. So what is the meaning of balanced diet? Balanced diet means a diet which contains all the nutrients in proper amount. Okay, in proper amount, it means if protein, vitamins, minerals, and roughage, it means fiber, water. Okay, if all the minerals, or it means all the nutrients are in proper amount, then it is known as balanced diet. So let's begin with our balanced diet definition. So a diet that contains all the essential nutrients in correct proportion. Correct proportion means proper amount. It means what the amount needs for each and everyone. It means maybe some students and maybe some child, growing child, or some hard worker, laborer. Okay, so all are needs a different amount of. It means they need different amount of nutrients. So a diet that contains all the essential nutrients in correct proportion required for our body. That is required for our body. It means body growth and repair and development. So a diet, it means one diet which contains essential nutrients in the proper amount for the body growth and development. That is known as balanced diet. That is known as balanced diet. It means the food which we are just taking in the form of any meal, like supper or dinner. Okay, so that should be contain a proper amount of nutrients. So a balanced diet should contain the following. Balanced diet should contain the following. Means like energy giving food, they should contain the energy giving food, bodybuilding food, and protective food. It means these food they should be contained in proper amount. First is that the carbohydrates and fats provide energy to our body. It means energy giving food. We already discussed about this energy giving foods, carbohydrates and fats, which provide energy to our body. Generally, the carbohydrates and fat work is to provide energy to our body. Second is bodybuilding food. Bodybuilding food means protein helps our body to grow. Generally, proteins are bodybuilding food for the proper development of muscles, bones also responsible by the protein. So body to grow, it means the protein needs. Third one is protective foods. Protective food. So vitamins and minerals provide protection against disease. It means if anyone is maybe just prevent their body against the diseases, it means protect their body against the diseases, they should take proper amount and proper nutrients of this vitamins and minerals in their diet. Okay, so I think you already understood about that. In balanced diet, we should contain, it means we should make a proper amount of energy giving food, bodybuilding food, and protective food, and their functions are generally here it is. So energy giving, just giving energy to our body. Bodybuilding is for repair and development of and growth of our body, and protective food is just make a protection against the diseases. Next is a balanced diet is not the same for everyone. It depends on the climate, age, sex, health, and the type or nature of work that one does. What does this mean of this line? So the line is telling that a balanced diet is not the same for everyone. It means a growing child, a child which is doing more physical work, a child which is maybe sometime generally sitting at one place and not doing any activities, or maybe some adults generally are studying college students are having different type of proper nutrients, and the old age person and the laborer or any office sitting, it means any one person. So all are needs a different type of energy level, all needs. Okay, so they should also contain, they should also make their different calories food. It means if a hard laborer work, it means they are doing too much physical work, then they should contain a more energy food in their diet. So it means a person which is a different in, it depends on climate. It means there is a climate is hot climate or cold climate, which maybe the and sometimes you know about that cold climates we need extra energy, okay, in the form of heat, which makes a more make our body more hot during the winter and to prevent the winter cold, okay. Age, you know about that child age and adult age, okay. So maybe the 12 years or 18 years, 30 years, 35, 55. So old age person and child growing, even child growing body both needs extra energy. And sometimes the adult age people, those are working as a labor work, okay, it means they are doing more physical work like maybe playing or maybe doing some hard work, okay, so labor work, so they need also a different more energy, okay. So you understood about the client age and sex. Sex means male or female. Male or female both are needs a different type of nutrients, proper nutrients or level of nutrients, because sometimes the male doing more external works, physical works outside, okay, and female doing houseworks, okay. Outside person goes to, when goes to outside, they are doing some more physical work like walking, sometime maybe going with some hard work, okay. So they needs more energy. They needs more energy. Like health, it means some ill health person. It means now the person is sick. It means ill health. It means some patient like conditions in the anyone person. Then they needs also more energy to fight against the diseases. And the type or nature of work that one does. It means what is the type of work they are doing and what is the nature of work they are doing. On both there depends the, it means some child are not playing, then they needs a less energy in the form of balanced diet. But if some child is good in it means playing, it means the good in the at the sportsman personship, then they needs more energy. They needs more energy. A hard worker laborer, you know about that physical work is much more than here. So hard working laborer needs more energy and get by eating more fats and carbohydrates. They need more fats and carbohydrates because these both nutrients and both balanced diet contain nutrients are the energy giving foods. Energy giving foods. You know about that when we are doing the physical work, then we need much more energy to do some work. Okay. Next is growing child. A growing child needs more and more proteins in his diet. Why they need proteins? Because proteins helps in their bodybuilding. Because they need their bones and muscles to grow in proper amount. So proteins is the bodybuilding food, and they needs body built by the growing child because they are small in their weight and small in their size of body. So they need some more protein nutrients in their diet. A person doing table work you know about that, like office work, needs less energy because they are not doing too much physical work, then they needs a less amount of energy. The next thing is nursing mother and a pregnant woman. Okay, so nursing mother means the mother which is giving a nourishment to their child, and a pregnant woman which also needs extra nutrients to their in their womb, the child, okay, fetus for fetus. So they needs extra energy to give to whom, okay, and also need more protein rich food and serve the needs of the growing baby. And they also need some protein rich food. Protein rich food, you know about that, because here it is a they needs the growing child needs a bodybuilding growing child, and nursing mother and pregnant woman also knows about that. If the child is getting proper protein, then they will not having any deficiency diseases. Okay, so rich food and serve the needs of the growing baby. Besides human beings, all other animals also need balanced diet for their proper growth. Okay, not even only the human beings needs the proper balanced diet, but all the animals, which is the living beings in the whole world, they also need a balanced diet for proper nourishment, proper nutrients, proper growth, proper development of their species, of their it means population. So all the animals in the world needs food to make a balance diet. It means to make their proper growth and development of their body. Okay. Now we are studying about the disorder in diets. Disorder in diets means if diet lacks the content of nutrients or lack the nutrients sometime, then we may feel some heart problems or internal some body problems. Okay, body, it means pain or anything. So sometimes some disorder in diet, it means the maybe the not proper growth of growth and development of muscles and bones. Okay, not proper development of our brain. Okay, and many other tissues. Okay, also. So first is obesity. Obesity means, okay, so carbohydrate is a very essential nutrient. Carbohydrate is a very essential nutrient, but eating too much of it may lead to ill health. If sometimes we are eating too much of carbohydrates, fats generally we are eating in less amount, but they are not easy to digest. So sometimes they are just stored in our body and sometimes in the blood vessels. So due to deposition of this fat, it means the which in the form of cholesterol, sometimes we are just having the problems about the related to heart problems. It means, okay, so too of much it may lead to ill health. Most of the carbohydrates are converted into fat and get deposit in the body. So sometimes if carbohydrates, if you are taking too much and not digested on the time, so they are just deposit in our body and get converted into fat and get deposit in the body. So people become overweight, that means more weight, and this condition of the body is called obesity. This condition of the body is known as obesity. Okay, so they never remain active. So generally they are not good in physical exercise or any running or walking or like that. So they are not active. It means not active. It means they are not doing their proper work. Okay, on the time. It's called obesity. They never remain and generally suffer from heart problems. Okay, so heart problems generally related to fat deposition in our body. Second is malnutrition. Malnutrition means sometimes the nutritions are not proper. The nutrition in our body are not proper. So while it is important to take food rich in various nutrients, it lack of certain types of foods can cause some disorder. It means if you are not taking one type of nutrient, it means we are generally taking the fat and carbohydrates, but if you are not taking the protein rich food, then we can may get some the lack of diseases. It means the deficiency diseases, and this deficiency diseases generally leads to the malnutrition. Malnutrition means there is no proper growth and development of body. So to take food rich and it lacks certain types of food and can cause some disorder called malnutrition. So sometimes disorder means they are not in proper order. It means our body development are not in proper order. So that is known as malnutrition. Next is deficiency diseases. Deficiency means shortage. Okay, shortage of nutrients, and due to that the production of diseases in our body is known as deficiency diseases. So look, the diseases that are caused due to lack of carbohydrate, protein, vitamins or minerals. It means the essential nutrients if not in our food or diet, then we can may leads to the deficiency diseases and we can may get some disorder in our body. So diseases that are caused due to the lack of carbohydrates, it means there is no adequate amount of carbohydrates in our food diet, no adequate amount of protein, not proper amount of vitamins and minerals in the diet are called deficiency diseases. So these are generally known as deficiency diseases. Understood? Okay.